been with us for a while. This is the 4th annual Active Transportation Policy Conference that we have run in 4 consecutive years. Just a few words for some of you who may not know about the Clean Air Partnership. CAP, as we like to call it, is a registered charity. Our work is focused on greening our cities and protecting people from air pollution and the impacts of climate change. Our strength and where we work best is in convening and participating in networks of community leaders, municipal governments, and experts in clean air and climate change fields to ensure that actions based on sound research and data are taken. CAP has an extensive track record on active transportation and both community outreach and applied research. We have partnered with the Toronto Coalition for Active Transportation since 2006, and TCAT is now one of CAP's priority programs. Over the past 4 years, TCAT has emerged as a recognized and credible voice for active transportation in our province. Today, transportation is more than just a hot topic of conversation. It's an urgent issue that impacts our prosperity, our health, and the livability of the entire Greater Toronto and Hamilton area. The challenges we're facing today are multifaceted. They transcend municipal boundaries and affect all of us regardless of how we choose to get around, whether by car, by bike, by transit, or on our own feet. To confront these challenges head-on, the theme of this year's Complete Streets Forum is Building Alliances. This theme is near and dear to CAP's core work, in particular with the work we do with the Greater Toronto and Southwest Ontario Clean Air Councils. We believe that by bringing together municipalities regularly and often, we can figure out how to jointly address challenges and barriers. I'm happy to report that there are over 200 of you here today, and you're a very diverse group of professionals, policymakers, researchers, advocates, thought leaders, politicians from across the GTA and also from further afield, from places such as Calgary, Halifax, Hamilton, Portland, New York City, and the Netherlands. We need to harness all of the knowledge, all of the experience, and all the passion of everyone in this room to help move our municipalities forward more quickly to design and implement complete streets. As you know, the transportation problems, because of our continued business as usual approach, can be enormous. Approximately 250,000 traffic collisions in Ontario each year, and of these 250 collisions, a disproportionate number involve pedestrians and cyclists. And air pollution is responsible for 9,500 premature deaths in Ontario each year. Traffic congestion is costing Canada $3.3 billion in lost productivity every year. Physical inactivity and obesity are also on the list. So shifting people where possible out of their cars and into public transit, helping them to find ways of walking and cycling makes sense on many, many levels. Planning for bikes and pedestrians is an extremely low-cost, effective option, which is why cities around the world are embracing the Complete Streets approach. Toronto was one of the earliest adopters in providing for bicycles and pedestrians, and for many years was considered a world leader. Toronto was one of the first cities in North America to establish a cycling advisory committee in 1975, and the city's award-winning walking strategy is one of the first of its kind. However, last week, as you know, the City of Toronto's Executive Committee voted to eliminate both the pedestrian and the cycling committees. Today you will hear how many other cities are now not only catching up to Toronto, but moving quickly past us. To maintain our status as a desirable city and region in which to work and live, it's critical that we reestablish our momentum in implementing leading-edge bicycle and pedestrian programs and building complete streets. There is much to celebrate about what's happening in Toronto right now. Next week, we will see 1,000 bikes flood the downtown core when Toronto's Bixi bike share program is launched. At CAP, we have established a Complete Streets community practice that we welcome you to join to continue to work and conversation that are started today. We're extremely pleased to announce that TCAP was awarded a Toronto Community Foundation Vital Ideas Grant. TCAP will use the Vital Ideas Grant to develop and produce a Complete Streets by Design resource, a valuable tool to build public and expert support for complete streets in both urban and rural contexts. We are thrilled to have the opportunity to do this work and believe it will make an important contribution to addressing Toronto's transportation challenges. So before I get into the program, I'd very much like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors that help make today possible. In particular, I want to acknowledge our platinum sponsors, ING Direct and the City of Toronto, our gold sponsors, the City of Calgary, Hawk Region, Metrolinx, the Government of Ontario, Peel Region and York Region, our silver sponsors, the City of Mississauga, CMHC, Costa Inc., MMM Group, Mountain Equipment Co-op, and the University of Toronto City Centre, and finally our partners, the Consulate General of the Kingdom of the Netherlands, the Toronto Cyclist Union, and 880 Cities. We're extremely grateful for all of our sponsors, community partners, who are vital to the growth and success of the forum today. And even before we start, I want to mention that TCAT staff and volunteers have worked hard to produce an excellent program for you today with extremely interesting high-caliber speakers and breakout groups. We're looking forward to making great progress in finding real solutions to ensure that our streets are designed to safely accommodate all of our users.